One of my all-time favorite things to do is to go to like community theater and see how hard people are trying. Like to me, that's good art. Even though it's objectively terrible, they're amazing. Yeah. And it brings me joy. So there is that place for writing as well.
Totally.
There is that place for acting.
And people will surprise you. I went to this like on Vancouver Island, this little town called Parksville. They've got a really cute community theater scene, and it's a lot of like retirees or people that took serious jobs but like were theater lovers always. And I saw this production. It was kind of this one woman show, and she was like a star, and she was this woman in her 60s, and she just does it like she just loves it. She was a teacher in her professional life, and it was such a good reminder of like
you can do whatever you want.
You can do, and it's obviously a hobby for her, and I don't know her feelings around wishing she had pursued it full time, but it was just nice to see like really good art can exist everywhere.
Totally. And it's never too late.
No.
That's so true.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Spare Parts. We have a very, very special guest. Just like an amazing person, friend who we got to interview once before on our previous podcast, which was online only. But now has like, I feel like both Evan and I have always seen this girl as a star, and now the world's catching up, and we get to talk to her in person. Her name is Nadine Bhabha. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Nadine is one of those people who I have, from the moment I met you, I feel like we've had a very strong connection.
Yes.
And I always introduce you to everyone I meet as like, I'm like, this is Nadine. She's going to be like a really famous showrunner someday. That's like always my introduction.
I know showrunners are rarely famous though.
But you're going to be one of the famous showrunners. Like you're one of those people because you can do it all.
That's nice.
And I'm going to say, and I haven't told you this yet because I was kind of like waiting till we were talking about it on the podcast. But like
it's a public... What?
No, I have so many public displays of affection for Nadine that I need to express.
The father.
Yeah, of my child, Dewey, who you hate, my dog. No, we're not going to get into that on the podcast yet.
No, we'll get into the dog stuff.
I'd like to talk about it.
Yeah,
but you are so good in Heated Rivalry to the point where it is actually, it's kind of jarring because you're so effortlessly good in it and funny and like best friend archetype to the point where I'm like,
you're gonna cry.
Oh shit! No,
I'm getting upset.
No, it's
you guys are both willing.
No, it's unreal, and it's so it was very touching to me in particular because I'm like, this is my friend who's doing this and who is being a best friend, and I was like, Nadine shepherded my marriage. Like you were the first.
I'm actually gonna cry.
You were the first person to ever vouch for me.
It's true.
About
the first
my wife.
Person
in life.
In life.
No, but about my wife.
Yeah. Elena and my mutual friend Alyssa was like, what are Evan's intentions here? What's going on? And I was like, no, you don't understand. Evan's the best.
He's good.
He's a good egg.
I didn't know this.
You changed my life.
No, stop.
No, it actually did mean the world to me. Now I have a beautiful, perfect life with my wife.
And two of my very best friends got married. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's a dream. I mean, that is
a dream.
Shockingly similar.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
No, that's what I mean.
Like,
I was watching.
Yeah.
No, but I was watching.
That is wild.
When you're like dancing, when Elena's dancing with Scott and does that speech about you deserve sunshine and all that. I was like,
he deserves sunshine, and I think that the line that really was like, oh my god, when you were like, and you do too.
Yeah, and you do too.
It was so.
Oh, I cried.
Oh, me too. I got so emotional. I'll get emotional now.
I'm trying to hold them back.
It's really beautiful, and I'd love for you to speak to it, but I think the thing that everybody
you're not allowed to talk, just allowed to accept our praise today.
I'll take it.
Yeah, receive, but also I want to hear how you feel about this whole experience in general, of course. But I think what's cool about your friends watching you do that, and obviously the world, because the whole world has had the same exact response, but as a friend of yours, that is who you are as a friend. Like you are the type of person that shows up for the people that you care about in a really thorough, profound way always.
That's nice.
And it's like really cool. I think obviously Jacob knew that in you and saw that in you and knew that you would be perfect for this role for a lot of reasons, but also because that's who you are at your core. I guess like we're jumping right into it. But like,
how early did he like shape the idea around you? Like how soon did you know that you were going to be Elena, and how early did they start workshopping that character?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when he started thinking about me specifically. Like he did say he wrote the part for me. Like, I mean, she existed.
But like
she existed because Rachel Reed wrote.
Yeah.
Rachel Reed wrote Elena, and then Jacob, adapted her for the screen. he called me, it was sometime in like early spring of last year. He's like, are you around? And I'm like, sure. And then he calls me and he goes, I wrote this part for you. Do you want to come play her? And I was like, Jacob, I would run off a cliff for you. Like,
Yeah.
I love working with Jacob. He's the best.
And little backstory for anyone who might not know. Nadine worked with us on Letterkenny for like the duration of the show. She was a very big part of that show. So you had worked with Jacob for a long time, just like we all have. But obviously this is like a very different project. So
Very different. And he, early on, I can't remember if it was in that conversation or first day of set, but he's just like, you know, kind of do you.
No, exactly. Elena has so much of you in the character. How did that conversation go with Jacob to be?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly when, but he was like, I want you to be able to do you.
Yeah.
And I, you know, at first when someone says that to you, you're like, what part? Yeah, which part?
Yeah.
But I think it is a testament to Jacob's abilities as an artist and a friend and a director, where he just knows exactly what he needs.
yeah, totally.
And he, you know, when you don't audition for something, it's even scarier.
Yeah, you feel like, do I deserve this? Or am I going to be right for it?
Yeah.
Totally.
And how do I make a choice?
Exactly.
But I think I went in and made some sort of choice, and then Jacob, you know, directed it in a certain way, and I was just like, oh, I fully get it now.
Yeah.
And then I was able to relax.
Because even, okay, in your actual introduction, like, so we see Kip with his friend group, and the way he's with his friend group is very like classic banter, 3-4 person banter. Hey Kyle, thanks Kyle, etc. Kyle. And then for you to come in and treat Kyle like shit is such a funny dynamic switch
Yeah.
with his friend group, because it's
Yeah.
like, these are almost his like Razzie supportive friends, and it's like, no, this is his Razzie supportive
This
friend.
is
It's like,
the day one.
gotcha shrimp. Bleh. Like, get the fuck out of here, Kyle.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so funny. And immediately I was like, yes, the day one feeling, that feeling
Yeah.
of childhood.
But didn't that feel so Jacob as well?
Yes. Well, it feels like you and Jacob have a very similar
Style.
of comedy and style of talking to people. And you're both, you know,
A bit of a bully. I think there's something about my brother and sister can probably attest to this too. It's like being an older sibling.
Yeah.
It's like fuck you.
Yeah, you show love.
That's
through-
what I love you means.
You guys both are older siblings. That checks out.
That checks
It
out.
really does. And that protective nature too. That's like, because bully seems like way too
No,
harsh.
it's too
that's
harsh of
not
a
the
word.
word. But like,
No, it's the right. You guys are both so mean to me.
But I think that is like a nice reminder of, it's like such a luxury to get offered a role, of course. But when you show up, there's that added pressure of being like, okay, I need to sort of decipher. It's like make my own choice, but also be exactly what was written for me. Did you go back to reading the books? I would assume you read them just to get.
I didn't read them before.
You didn't?
Good for
No,
you.
I didn't-
wouldn't either, so I wouldn't get them in my head of who they. I totally get it.
I wish it was even that calculated.
Oh.
I just didn't even consider. I'm a good artist, however.
However,
I just didn't even consider that like that would be the smart move to do,
Right.
to know the whole trajectory. I was just like, I'm going to work with the scripts that we have. I'm going to work
Right.
within this little
the confines help you sometimes.
Yeah, like
yeah,
I
and then
didn't-
not try to mimic something.
Yeah, and I
see.
didn't want to. I didn't want to play something that happens a book later.
Yes.
You know, or I just wanted to really make sure that I was like doing a service to what was given to me. However, had I known what was about to
see.
happen, I probably would have read some of the books just so I was like on the same page as the fans.
No, but like it's kind of I've
read them now, to be clear.
I never want to know that I'm the killer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never want to know, because if I don't know that I'm the killer, then I don't play it like the killer.
Right.
And it's sort of like, it's nice sometimes to play a character with, like you said, the scripts that you have, and be able to go like, okay, well, what's the goal of this scene? What's happening right here?
Right. It's like you get to just actually be present, which is
Yeah.
the whole trick of being an actor.
Totally.
And but it's hard. You know, it's like it's hard not to have a million things going on in your head, and to like simplify is actually sometimes the hardest thing to do as an actor.
Because you never in the dancing scene, I feel like you don't know that the sunshine's gonna be let in ever.
No.
You don't know about sunshine, actually. You're just like, the sadness and the desperation of it and the joy of it and all the stuff, it's complex. It's not.
It's so true. And like I had all the scripts I mean, obviously, because I'm also in episode 5 for a heartbeat. And it's like, I knew that was going to come back, but we're not there shooting with Connor and Hudson. We're not watching them watch. Even when we were looking at the kiss on the ice, it's like, they're this big. I'm like, the impact of it is lost in the making.
And was the impact realized when you were watching it?
Oh, when I was watching it alone. I think I watched it. I came home from a night at the Keg Mansion.
Let's go, Keg Mansion. Sponsor us.
Hello.
Hi, Keg Mansion.
Take the
We will
three of
do
us
anything
out.
for one keg dinner.
One like
I think this is
invite
I think this is
please.
enough. I think just the mention is. I don't know about anything. This feels like enough. Invite us for a keg dinner.
Keg
The three
dinner.
of us.
Yeah.
We love the keg, but at the
love
Keg
the
Mansion
I've never been.
specifically. We gotta go.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on from that. But I did come home. I was a little tipsy, and I
That
put
girl.
on episode 5, and I bawled my eyes out. Yeah. And I was like, it was really removed. I was really removed. I was just like, that's whatever. That's cool. But I was just so engrossed. I was a full viewer.
Yeah.
That's so nice when that happens. It's so rare.
It was so
Holy,
cool.
that's rare.
It was really cool.
Interesting to experience that, I'm sure.
Yeah. And then I just texted Jacob, okay, so 5 is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And that's all he needed. He was like, what did he say? Ignored you for 2 weeks?
No, I think he just, I don't know. I don't know what he thought, but I think he just like sent a heart back because like that's all it is. It's like,
It's so true. It's a heart back.
Well, and it's cool. Like I did see an interview with Jacob where he was talking about that episode 5 and also the queue up, which was, I think he took a lot of creative liberties. Obviously, he got permission from Rachel and she made sure that was all good so that he could queue up this like very almost like romantic, not comedy, but like really romantic, wish fulfilling fantasy moment intertwined with this song. And so I guess when it comes to like the books and you not reading them, it wasn't like doing a disservice to the work at all because it actually, he changed a lot of things to kind of cue you guys up in a different way. So it was nice to just have the scripts to refer to. And Jacob knows the material so well that like if he needed something that wasn't there, he would have talked to you
I'm just
about it.
wondering if when he was reading the books, if he thought of you while he was reading Elena, just because sometimes
you
I
never
do
know.
that. Like when I'm reading a book, I
Right.
think of my friends as the characters in the book occasionally.
Right.
I could see that totally happening.
maybe,
Like, 'cause
or
you just
maybe
feel
Jacob has had that friend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure he
That friend would be
has.
Emily Hampshire.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know at what point I came into his head, but I'm forever grateful.
So you guys shot, was it like a similar kind of Letterkenny style shooting because it's on Crave TV or it's a Crave TV original? Was it like that same like Jacob
Quick.
set, quick?
Yeah.
8 hours of shooting, longer? Like what was sort of the schedule
Yeah,
in
what was
comparison?
different from
Yeah.
Letterkenny
I am curious.
to Heated
No,
Rivalry?
it is interesting. I mean, I didn't have that many days,
But you didn't on Letterkenny's all like that too.
I know.
It's the same thing.
I know. We shot quickly.
Yeah.
And it's all very meticulously laid out because I think he also knows what it's going to look like in the edit. Obviously, because every shot is so beautifully crafted. It was quick. And it was not, I wouldn't say 2 takers because Letterkenny was sometimes like 2 takers.
Or one.
Or 1.
Or none. He would just be like, this is terrible. Never mind. Moving on.
But it was fast. And I knew that going in. And it was sometimes hard because like the shots were so, again, meticulous and like Jackson and his team.
Oh my God. Outside the window, the pullout when Scott's watching
Oh my
you guys do
God.
the cheers. How many times do you have to figure out like the exact, like, Nadine, get your head in a little more.
Well, here's the funny
We have
thing.
to see your face.
Yeah, there was like a walkie inside and they're across the street and we're being rambunctious inside. And so
Can't hear
there's
the
a
walkie.
couple times where the walkie's like, guys, hello. And it all had to time out and I think there's voiceover. There's something going on.
There's a cheers and there's also like audio in the background
Yeah.
where it's like, I'm Len for tonight's story. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so
Evan has memorized the show in a cool
thank God.
way.
No, thank God.
Sorry.
And it was, I do remember like whatever they ended up using is so funny. I think you can hear me saying, no, we have to do this.
Oh, really?
Something like
No,
that.
guys, we have to cheers now.
It's whatever. There was something that I actually said
But it
that
just
like made
worked?
it in and
Yeah.
it worked. Yeah.
That's so
I
funny.
remember that.
I think it's like we either started singing too early or whatever it is, and I'm so annoying because I'm like, no, he said we have to do it this way. So let's
but
actually
that's
do
your
it
You're a
this
natural
way.
that's-
producer director, so
It's literally your
hard to
character.
contain.
That's Elena,
That's
though.
true.
Is you
That's
being like,
true.
guys, no, we have
No.
to cheers now.
Yeah.
And
Oh, we
everyone's
should
like,
probably do. I can't remember
That's exactly
what it is, but
though.
I remember laughing, going, "All right."
I did.
I get why I'm here.
I clocked that moment.
Did you?
I did, but I didn't think it was out of. I thought it was in character, and I would never have known
Because the
that was
character
Nadine.
is Nadine, though. Like
But
that's what's
in
cool
some ways
about
it isn't though. Here's the big difference between
Okay.
the Nadine character and
Wanna hear
Elena,
your take
in my
here.
opinion.
So
Yeah.
I've got some feelings about this too. I agree with you.
Because
Yes.
okay, Nadine, and maybe we'll see this more about Elena later on, but I feel like we didn't get the full scope of Nadine keeping her heart cards. Oh my god.
You're nailing it.
Elena,
Yeah.
I never got the impression keeps her cards close to her chest when it comes to her heart and her like love life. And we don't get a lot of her love life in this. And so much about what I know about Nadine is her love life, which is so funny. No, because I've been your friend for a very long time and you're the best friend. So I'm like, that is already decided.
Right.
That thing in my life about Nadine, very sure of in my life. I'm like,
Right.
Nadine's an incredible friend. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Nadine is also one of the most interesting daters in the world. I find your love life.
The people are gonna love
No, but
this.
I always find it fascinating and I always find it funny. And I actually, hold on, I have something. 1 second.
Oh no.
We love to surprise the people we
Every
love.
person I've ever slept with just starts
Yeah.
waltzing in.
That would be.
What kind of?
Oh, hi guys. Oh right. Okay.
But kind of. This
Here
is
we
for
go.
those of you who don't. Oh my God. For those of you who don't know, Nadine wrote this book of poems called Sweat.
Oh.
And it's very, I mean, if you want to get to know Nadine, buy this book.
Buy this book.
Can you get it on Amazon still?
I think so.
Okay, order this on Amazon. If you
Yeah.
are a Heated Rivalry
And what a
fan,
beautiful cover.
that's
really cute of it.
That's
Oh.
a charcoal drawing of
I
you.
know.
That's Nadine. But there's a lot of references in this book specifically just about heartbreak and about dealing with that sort of stuff. May I read one?
Sure.
A selection?
That's really cute.
That's nice, Evan.
This one, okay. I have 3 that I'm reading, but this first one is the one that we really need to start with.
Okay.
Hot boys and cold beer will ruin you.
Correct.
All the actual poets out there are like, that's not a poem.
No,
that's
but
a tweet.
Dude, but that's what your poetry is, though. It's
short form.
actual, real
Rupi
short form
Kaur.
tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't drink beer anymore because you're
Gluten intolerant.
gluten intolerant. So how do you feel
Classic
hearing that?
actress move.
Yeah.
I loved your observation about the Elena versus Nadine. I think what I clocked in you, like my experience of you, as I would say, like a bit of a newer friend in your life, even though we've known each other for a long time.
We're going hard.
We are.
You
We're
got
like
here. I'm like,
we're
hey,
committed.
bestie.
We're
I'm
in a
kinda jealous
committed
about it, but it's
relationship.
okay.
I
We'll
know
deal
we're
with that
in
later.
kind of a committed relationship at this point. I'm like texting you at night. My feet are doing this.
Every day I'm like, can you chat? I got a rant.
And I'm like, please call me right now. I'm like, oh wait.
Yeah.
But I think like you play Elena like I want to know more about what happened to her. Maybe that's exactly what you were saying, where it's like, I want to know about what has made her so sure, because you're a very open person. You're very like, I think you're very clear on things, but at the same time, you're open-minded. Like if I tell you something personal in my life, you're not like, do this, not that. You like talk it through very empathetically, whereas Elena is very empathetic, but she's quite direct and quite sure. And that tells me that she's got a lot of armor. And I'm interested in to knowing
fair.
why.
That's
And
an
we
interesting
all
question.
have armor, of course. But I
For
just
sure.
I noticed that in
Not
her
me.
in a cool way that I don't see as much in you as a friend. Like it was nice to see that side, and it made me interested in her backstory. And I just really hope that we get to find out more.
I know it would be cool.
Yeah.
I said this yesterday in another interview or whatever. But
What?
I'm so sorry.
You're taking other interviews?
Wait,
I'm sorry.
I thought
sorry,
this
is
was the
done.
exclusive.
This is done.
No, I just
This
don't
is over.
want to sound like I'm repeating myself, but I am.
Wait, what's that Lady Gaga thing where she's like, it just takes one person in the room, and she said it 95 times on a press.
I just don't want the edit of me saying the same thing
know.
12 times. But
Fair.
Use a thesaurus and do a different word for each one, a synonym for
there
each.
used to be, there used to be in the scripts and in the books. We went to Elena's house. I think you would learn a lot more about her in her own home.
True.
And then we just moved all those scenes to the Kingfisher. And so I think, I'll let me start by saying this. Though the women are present and necessary to the story, it is like a story about boys.
Yeah.
Boys. It is. Yeah.
And both Rachel and Jacob did a really good job of making sure that they felt present and full, not one-dimensional, and weren't just like kind of like, you go, queen, and then moved on.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. It would be interesting to learn a little bit more about her and also her dynamic with Kip and why she got that way. But I can't speak to how Elena in this iteration is going to reveal all that.
Right, because it could be different.
Could be different.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
trying things. Like it's not exactly the same as the books. Yeah.
And it'll be so cool to see what the second season reveals. But I think it's just been it must be a crazy thing to experience, just the overwhelming outpour of love and
you were
support.
at a Hollywood. Were you at Golden Globe party last week?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, tell us about this night.
What do all the celebrities smell like?
Well, give us a little context
Which
of
ones?
what it was, why you were there, just for people to listen.
Well, so the show obviously has taken on a mind of its own. I'm so over the moon happy for Jacob and Brendan and Connor and Hudson and Francois and Robbie, like the six of them.
Crazy.
It's just so crazy. And so because of all that, various pairings of people have been invited to various events. Everyone wants a piece of the show.
A little bit of heated rivalry at their party.
Cool. Yeah. And what was really special is the three people who ended up going to this Hollywood Reporter Golden Globes event was me, Francois, and Robbie as our little hashtag
So
skip.
cute. Like
It was
episode 3.
So cute.
And here's episode 3. Right?
Literally.
But yeah, like there's kind of like you guys are a little squad, and it's
Totally.
nice for people to see the three of you together. Must have made
It
everyone
was
go
really
crazy.
nice. Yeah. And that squad hasn't been out together since we wrapped.
Wow.
So it was just cute because
It's like, isn't this nuts? What's happening, you guys?
it was so fun. We walked that little carpet together and then we just had a good time. People don't dance at Hollywood parties, and
That's got to change.
We were out there
Because everyone's in a
that's what's up. That's what's up,
corset.
baby.
everyone's in a corset, but also it's just and I don't
breathe.
speak for everybody because a few other people are dancing, but it's just there's a certain nonchalance that
Cooler than school.
is nice to be
Cooler than
portrayed.
school.
That's what people say.
I would like
That phrase.
cooler than school,
Okay.
but stay in school.
Yeah.
I feel like I can swing into kind of cool girl if you don't know me,
Sure.
but at my core,
You've got an intimidation factor in a great way, which you know I love and respect.
yeah. But at my core, the person in me is just a little
Dandy, darling.
a little fucking troll.
Yeah, a little
wants to
sweetie pie wants
dance.
a cuddle.
One of
and
our
dance.
own. Yeah.
It's true.
I get it.
And so it's nice to we had a little dance.
Well, all the photos that are released that night that are from Getty and from whatever, it's everyone going,
those normal ones. I know.
no one can smile
Because
at
that's
a
because
fancy
it's
photo?
because okay, but
Tell me
how
about it.
hot did
Can I
she
tell-
look?
wait,
No,
can
she
I-
looks so hot.
Can I say
That's what I'm
this?
saying.
Can
It's
I say
worth
this?
it.
But
It's
Nadine
worth
looks like
it.
this. In my life, when I think of Nadine,
Well,
she
did
goes,
you see any of the little interviews I did? Because I was laughing.
oh, that one interview you do where it's what's in and what's out for
I was
2026.
like, she's been
Dude,
waiting for this.
we
She's
were
fucking ready.
at dinner a week before, and you literally showed me your list of what's in and out. And when the person asked the question, I was like, "Ha!" This is
It's her
Nadine's
moment.
ready.
Well, because you're also you're very on the pulse.
You're a writer.
and ins and outs lists are everywhere. So this is the way your brain works. You're like, I'm gonna kind of exercise this in my own mind because it is a topic of conversation. And you were right.
Thank
Because
you.
I would have literally been like, avocados are I would have just been
avocados out?
They're out.
They've been out for a while, ever since
Because they're they get moldy and whatever, too squishy, too fast.
They have decided they're out.
They're like, we're expired.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I was laughing. I'm laughing. If you catch me in motion, I'm laughing. But there's too many factors when smiling with your photo. Yeah.
Oh, and you can look so ugly so quick. Not you.
Quick. No,
but just people.
Truly. It's just easier to
pull a bit of a face.
hold stone mug.
I don't think people are ready for, and I don't know how much PR you're doing as far as like hiring a person to like control your image now or something.
I wish I could control it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like the Nadine I know and love has the wildest wardrobe in the world. And I don't think people are ready for like, if you start showing up on a bunch of carpets, we're going to get some looks.
I've been
that you guys
styling
aren't ready
myself.
for.
Getting
I've been
looks,
styling
though. What are you
myself,
talking
which is like
No, we've been getting looks, but the world hasn't yet. They're just starting to get
That's
Nadine
true.
looks.
Well,
I know
yeah,
it.
but they're
the
going to look
CSA
back at...
is, we're lucky to have you.
They're going to
I'm
look back
just-
on the archives, though. And I think
yeah.
it's great that, like, you did style yourself for the event. You looked so beautiful.
you.
I loved everything you chose. And it was nice to see your personality there because you don't come across as, like, or, like, boring. You come across as yourself. You just look really sophisticated and hot.
Thank you.
Totally.
It was my greatest.
I know we're saying the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we are.
We're saying the same thing.
It was my
Yeah.
greatest pleasure. We went to a neon party the next night.
Cool.
Everyone was like, "Oh!" Someone was like, "Are you wearing? What are you wearing? Who are you wearing?" Just like party goers. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no one.
And
whatever.
you really weren't dressed
and
by
I was
someone?
just like, I packed this in case, and it's just like
Was it the brown?
it was like no, not the. I mean, I did pack that one on purpose
I
too.
love that one.
But I was just wearing like a little short suit.
Wow.
Oh, I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I can't wait for them to see your like Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, all denim look. You're like you have so many good
Well, to that,
outfits.
your fashion influences, like where are you shopping in Toronto? Like where do you, I know you're a big thrifter. Like what are the
Thrift.
spots that people should be hitting? And you can feel free to gatekeep as well. That's up to you.
I'm going to shout out the East End ones because I feel like they're a bit underrated. My brown outfit that I wore to this Hollywood Reporter event was from the Vintage Hall at Queen and Broadview.
Very good.
It's like a bunch of little vendors inside.
Oh, cool.
They're great, and the prices vary.
Love that.
Queen East of Broadview has so many cute spots now.
I need to go. I've
Yeah.
never ever gone east to.
Yeah, let's do
I'm just
it.
like so new to this here. But
Yeah, we'll go. I love
Yeah.
the common sort. And then there's some cool ones like Statuette in the West End.
Statuette.
Yeah, I think it's on Tecumseh.
Okay.
It's really cute.
Okay.
I love Good Habits. I love Freak Vintage.
Good Habits is my friend
I
Kelly's store.
know. They shoes you can. Oh, also
No, she's so good. If
Yeah.
you're in Toronto, go to Good Habits on Dundas. It's so good.
boho tchotchkes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I love them. Coffee and clothing. If you're looking for something sort of like dead stock, military.
I want some shirts from there. I feel like
Yeah.
it's like a pricier spot, but it's worth it.
Absolutely, the quality is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Common sort. All the East End ones.
May I read you another excerpt from Nadine
Yes.
Bhabha's
Evan's completely bored
Sweat?
about the fashion, but anyways, all right.
No, I'm not.
It's gonna be related.
It's gonna be right.
This city is rich. It has opened my mind and taste buds to tastes of the world. It taught me love is love is love. I've shed tears in so many of its theaters, shared laughs on so many of its patios, felt love for my neighbors on many of its streets. From lake to sky, I will always feel tied to this home. A love letter to Toronto.
I'm like so embarrassed.
Don't be. That's so nice. But you really have always advocated for Toronto.
Totally.
This is something you guys share in common. You guys are
Absolutely.
I've always
so-
appreciated that about
I think
you.
that's what our first conversation was about. It was like, you're from Toronto?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you don't hate being here.
No, I love Toronto.
I know. And look, the city is changing. There are parts of it gentrifying in a really not great way.
Yeah.
However,
The food is good. The music's good.
Yeah.
The people are good.
yeah, and
They're
if
from
we could
all
just
over the
bring back much
world.
music, I would be the happiest girl alive.
If
That
anyone
would be
could do it, it's
so
you.
I'm trying
great.
so
You're
hard.
legitimately-
Moses.
I have
I know
so-
it's you and me.
I have
we gotta do
so
this.
much
Do
faith
it.
in Nadine creating something massive. And I think you can do better than just rehashing much music. But if you wanted to make that
Side
part of your
project.
legacy,
Cool side
Yeah.
project.
I would host
Yeah.
Electric Circus for you every
my
single
God.
weekend. all the
I feel
time.
like as soon as we got old enough to do Electric Circus, it was over.
I know.
I know. The ways you could party in Toronto in the 90s and mid 2000s
That we were just watching as kids being
yes.
Open up Speaker's
like, 8
Corner
more
again.
years and I'll be able to, yeah.
The thing with Speaker's Corner is that, like, I hate to say it, but Speaker's Corner is in your hand now.
No, but is it? I think it's the analog nature of Speaker's Corner which made it so special.
You're right.
You have to go to the space to do it?
You're right.
How special is that?
You're right. If I could retransform 299 Queen West back into Much Music live, I saw so many live bands there.
Yeah, were you standing outside with the signs or were you in?
I would go to Much Music after school.
You're so cool.
And I would stand outside unless we got wristbands to sit inside, and then I would sit
Is
inside.
you and your sisters, is Soraya's here too?
Soraya at first wasn't old enough. So the first year or two I was going was my cousin Sophia.
Oh, cool, okay.
And then my sister and my cousin and I, and then whoever wanted to come with us would go to the Much Music Video Awards every year. It was the
So
best.
I love this.
And also, this is a TIFF shout out. I just met Cameron Bailey yesterday or 2 days ago, who runs TIFF.
Wow.
And I got the pleasure of being like, I've been going to TIFF for 20 years.
I'm a card-carrying TIFF rep.
Literally. Like, TIFF and Much Music are...
The real Nadine.
It's, yeah, truly. This is what I'm talking about.
No, but that is true. It's like these are such great institutions that we have to ride for.
This is what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. Like,
Can't let TIFF go anywhere.
no.
That'd be
And we
devastating
need
for Toronto.
Much Music to kind of have a comeback in a
I
cool
agree.
way.
For real.
Who is the cool, like, what's like a standout show you saw at Much Music in your youth? You're still in your youth.
Is it
but I just
Shauna
mean,
Paul? It's
like,
gotta
as
be.
like a teen, you know?
This is a great question.
Fifi Dobson.
Oh my God, Sean Paul.
No, I mean, I did see Hillary Duff at the time. That was the biggest thing to me. And I waited till it got really quiet because I'm an attention whore. And I went, happy birthday. It was her birthday.
It was her birthday? Nobody
and she
knew?
went, thank you. And I'm like, and also
Do you
what
have
I
that
used to
tape
do.
somewhere?
I will check because I forced my mom every single time to tape Much on Demand.
Just in case.
Dude,
Just in case.
If
got some
we
airtime.
could get a super cut of all the times
Probably doesn't
Nadine's
exist.
appeared in the background of a Much Music event, I would watch that.
There's like definitely, I think we probably made it in. Remember Bedouin Sound Clash?
Yes.
When the night fills my soul,
Really nice.
I'll be home. We're cutting all this. I'll be home. Thank you.
I like that you kind of
They
went
hear this,
frog
they're like,
before.
It's me, Kirby.
That's
And the
cute.
night.
Oh my God, that's really cute. Yeah, you could probably see my like little unibrow self back there, like
Cute.
rocking out to that song.
That's nice.
I saw, because we used to go to the MMVAs every year. Like, you know what was really cool was Metric.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
that
Metric's
would be
still
huge.
cool.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing is Metric still rocks.
Yeah. And then I met Emily Haynes at 416 Snack Bar.
How'd that go?
When I was like 20. It rocked.
Okay,
She
cool.
was so nice. Chaos was there too.
Oh man.
It was such a
Chaos.
Toronto
That's
moment.
very
Wow.
Toronto.
We
Wow.
like asked Emily it was like packed in there, and she was having a drink, and we're like, "Can I borrow this chair?" And I had just listened. I was listening to Fantasies like over and over and over and over again,
Great album.
and she was so sweet.
She's very
Does anyone care
cool.
about this?
I love Metric. I care about it so much.
Metric is like a really iconic Canadian band, and Emily Haynes is like the coolest girl in
yeah.
the world. Just like real rock star
Yes.
vibe. So
Re-
pretty, so
You
cool.
read Sourdough, and I have Metric all in
yeah.
Sourdough.
Oh yeah,
Sourdough is Evan's script.
I wrote a script.
and Clark and I wrote a pilot where we all also put,
Also have Metric?
Yeah.
Nadine has helped me. Nadine has helped me punch up and write so many scripts over the years. It has
it's mutual.
It's mutual, but it's been a joy on my end.
I've never seen Evan this nice ever. It is really throwing me
Because he
off.
punched me before we
You know what
let
it
the
is?
camera roll.
It's
Yeah.
because I know that like Nadine and you, to be honest, are two of the people who I fight with the most.
That's
in
so
my-
true.
In my life. Like I fight with you two so
true.
much.
It's true.
And to be given the opportunity to just gush about you is very
That's really nice.
You know, it's rare.
I can't wait to experience it.
I feel
Well,
like
I mean,
I'm
one day
also
when-
on my best behavior for some reason.
And I feel like this is a good segue into what is kind of like the Spare Hearts version of a poem in here that I just want to quickly go over.
Okay.
you ready?
Hey.
So we can get into because I can't give this book up, but this is the last one, I promise.
This is so nice.
Order
That's
now,
really
Nadine
sweet.
Bhabha's Sweat.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to.
We don't have to, but you should if you know it's the right for you. Yeah, come on.
You do need a PR person. Or don't buy it.
Very Canadian to be like, no pressure.
No pressure, but don't worry about it.
No worries if not.
But all the proceeds do go to me, and I did write it and publish it myself. But yeah, don't worry about it. I worked really hard. People are too complicated to put into two kinds. Don't make the mistake of thinking boys are bad or good. You know you have a sharpness to you, even though you're softer than cashmere. Most nights. Don't blame the boy. Blame chemicals.
That's very you.
Isn't it poignant?
It's
I read it. I was
deeply
like,
you.
that's so Nadine. It's crazy. The sharpness thing, the cashmere thing.
Because you are both.
You're kind of mean to boys.
You are kind of mean to boys, but in a
You
way
are.
that I...
You are. No,
Can I tell
totally
you the
justified, but
funniest
you
I
are.
like it a lot.
I started to tell you this before we started rolling, but yesterday on the Up Express, I take the Up Express home from the airport.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's the best thing that ever
course,
happened
makes
to that
sense.
line.
Yeah.
It's great.
A guy asked me if I was a producer because I was wearing my HBO jacket. And my movie network hat, looking like an actual idiot.
You're like, it's
You were like,
so weird
"I'm
that
a
people are
producer.
coming up to me. What
I'm
the
a
hell?
producer.
He's like, "Are you a producer?" And I was just like, kind of."
No.
And then I because I'm
But
kind
yes.
of bitchy. I don't like small talk, so I can be a bit bitchy in that way. And and then I was like, I actually had this thought. I went, Nadine, don't do that.
Like, be nice to this
And then
person.
I went, "Are you a producer?" And then we ended up. He wasn't, and neither was I. And
You are.
I know I am kind of, but he meant in a real did you work on Band of Brothers?
Because you're wearing the
Right.
Band of Brothers
Yeah.
HBO jacket. Yeah, okay.
But
Cool
and then we
jacket.
ended up having a lovely little chat, and I'm saying it's lovely. I probably still had an edge to me because I really don't like small talk, but he was so lovely, and I was like, Nadine, you have to be nicer to strangers.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes and no. I know what you're saying. I also think trust your tummy. And also
Sure.
you don't know anything.
No,
None of us do. But
She's gluten intolerant
And lactose
and
intolerant.
lactose intolerant. She can't trust her tummy for anything.
Right, true.
There's
true.
no faith in there. Yeah.
But I think it's a fair instinct as a woman to be a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
I don't really
Guarded.
want to talk to a strange man. It gets me into trouble. Recently, I was on the TTC and
Shout
a
out.
man, which I love.
There's so many
and a
TTC
man on
poems in
the-
this book. There's 7 of them.
on the streetcar was he started talking to me, and then I engaged in conversation. He put his arm around me,
This is what I'm saying.
and I was like,
No, but this is what I'm saying.
I need to. And then I got off to 3 stops before, and then I was like, why wasn't I a bitch? So it's there's pros and cons to both.
yes.
Usually that's not going to happen. Usually people are normal, but I think sometimes we don't need to, if we don't feel like it. Don't
That's
talk.
totally fair. But okay, I'm just going to, and this is, but this can happen with Nadine for a friend though too. You could be like, hey, this is my buddy Kyle. And she'll be like, prove it. And just because she loves us so
Yeah.
much that Kyle has to be worth our time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to break into the friend circle, but once you're into the friend,
I do love a vibe check.
you are the gooeyest friend ever.
Yeah.
Once you get to the center, but the exterior is a bit tough to break.
And is that is that a protective nature that you have, or what are your thoughts on that? What's your experience with that?
I'm definitely protective. I guess you're saying if it's your friend.
Even if it's my friend, you're usually pretty nice because I think we've had such long vibe.
Yeah.
But there's certain people I've seen introductions where I'm like,
My sister's if she's watching this, she's like,
I know.
I-
And
here's the
Saria and
thing.
I agree on a lot.
yeah. If you're bringing around a potential partner,
Yeah.
protective for sure.
Meaning a friend's new partner.
We're dating.
Okay,
This is my
yeah,
new.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just
it's
brought this
this is the
situationship
first time you're
out.
meeting,
Right.
and it's I'm gonna be warm because I want also them to feel comfortable around me, but I'm also just kind of
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
warm with a
If
bit
you
of
fu-
a
if you fuck this
predatory,
up-
hawkish gaze where
Yeah.
you're like, you better not say anything wrong right now.
Yeah.
You better be funny and nice to my friend.
I want to
That's a
see your
great instinct.
search
It's like a
history.
panther. Yeah,
Give
it's-
me your search history.
Honestly,
Yeah.
things could be solved
let me
a lot
see
easier.
your For You page
If you just
or
give
whatever. Yeah.
Nadine your phone right away as soon as you meet her and let her go through it, she'll figure it out.
Yeah.
She'll let you know.
But then I think in general, I've been cursed with never being wrong about people. So sorry.
It is a curse.
Because here's the thing, I'm not going to pipe up unless I feel something truly. I'm not I hate that person, bad vibes, if I don't actually feel that way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's never for any reason other than there's something afoot.
Mm-hmm.
And
You smell something bad.
something stinky.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes a while to come out, and then it almost always does.
And you're not like, I told you so.
No. I'm just kind of like, I saw that.
But
That's I told
I'm,
you so.
I'm,
for sure.
I'm very I
Definitely
told
what
you
that
so.
is.
If I'm a bad, for sure.
It's not like I told you so. I told you so is sort of like, and you didn't know this.
No, it's not a
It's
criticism.
like, I knew this
It's
was going to
just like,
happen.
It's more just kind of like, I understand because I saw that. That makes sense for them.
Yeah, like exactly. It's camaraderie, but you have to be. You can't like punish people for living their lives or like making mistakes. I get what you're saying, but yeah, I'm the same
Don't you
way.
dare date another one of these.
Please.
No, sometimes you're just kind of like, oh, because here's the thing: 1 or 2 behaviors is nothing. 3 is a pattern, and then like you have to see if that
And then
makes
you're
sense.
the person who has the problem if you stick around. Like
Kind
after
of.
a certain point, you're kind of like,
kind of, or you have to
blind
find a way to
to-
navigate whatever. But sometimes like when people's weird behaviors come out, I'm usually there to witness them for some reason.
Oh, of course, because you're the. I don't know why this would, but you know the Friends episode where Ross is meeting Rachel's new boyfriend and it's Ben Stiller.
Oh, yeah.
And they're in the movie theater and Ben Stiller's like freaking out at the couple.
Yeah.
Who's taking the seats.
Yeah.
And Ross is like, no one's around to see it and no one like believes Ross.
Yeah.
You're kind of the one who's always at the table left with the partner when everyone goes out for a cigarette and they'll say something to the waiter.
People always say the weirdest shit to
Exactly.
me.
Yeah. They like reveal to
Yeah,
you.
I'm a basin for like people just saying their deepest thoughts in the most annoying way, and I go, I'm gonna clock that for later.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write that down.
And I'm going to
poems.
put it in a script.
Right.
and you can redeem yourself, of course. As I say so much that I'm sure 9,000 people at this very moment are like, she's weird.
No, you do say a lot, but all the things you say are based in comedy and
But sometimes
fun.
the comedy doesn't land.
No, I know.
Well, of
But these
course.
people who are talking this shit are usually saying their like deepest, darkest thoughts, like in
Sure.
a serial killer way.
Sure.
You don't have those.
No.
What do you think that's about? Why do you think people like why do you attract that? Because I have certain people in my life, you being one of them. I have this other friend where it's like they just attract this kind of energy from people that they save for just you. And it's like, why?
Yes. Because I have so many stories of this ilk. I don't know, it's weird because on the one hand, I do think I scare people. So you'd think I'd scare them into not doing that. But I think on the other hand, when they're comfortable, because I do strive to make people feel comfortable despite everything that was just said.
No, you do. 100%.
And I think because I can always find the window into someone, no matter who they are. And so I think once I've done that, they feel comfortable, and then they're just kind of like, well,
You're like,
anyway.
yeah, I've always wanted to try human kidney. Like,
I wish it was like that.
I wonder what it would be like.
It's mostly just sort of like my last girlfriend was a fucking bitch, and you're like, oh,
that's
here
the
we go.
worst thing to
Right.
hear
You
from
know?
someone because you're like, oh,
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, well, go on.
Yeah.
It's like,
okay.
did anyone else hear that?
You guys didn't hear him say that?
And then I have to be like, he did say this weird thing,
Right.
you know?
Yes.
What are your DMs like right now?
So delightful.
Are they?
They're
Okay,
so
that's
delightful.
so nice to hear.
They are so appreciative of the narrative of the whole show and like the way in. And I don't read a lot of romance novels, but allegedly part of the romance novel is happy endings. And so I think a lot of people have been, especially queer men, have been so seen and felt so safe watching the show because they knew it was going to have a happy ending. And
Not the dread that's constantly
Not the
following
dread.
you in a queer story.
you know
You're
who
like, when's it
actually
gonna
talked
happen?
about this? Katya on the podcast.
I saw that.
Yeah, and she was just like, there's no AIDS, there's no,
Yeah.
like partner dying, whatever.
No one's
and
beating you up in the street. It's
Totally.
like, great.
Great. You're not getting followed home.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's that Scott fear.
Yeah.
You get the fear of homophobia. You get the fear
it's all
of that.
internalized.
But it's internalized, yeah.
It's so nice. So, I mean, not internalized homophobia.
No, but
not
no,
nice.
no, but it's-
but
and here's where she
That's
tells the
nice.
real
We're
truth.
gonna clip that.
so the DMs are like, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
When we were at this Hollywood Reporter party, I had more than one person come up to me, like queer man saying, "Can you say the sunshine line to my face?"
And then can I feel it?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay.
Oh my god!
Like it's just like so because they.
That's quite.
I know.
It's intense.
I
That's
know.
intense.
But it was nice.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's beautiful.
Very
But it's
beautiful.
also like
damn.
it's so sad that it makes me sad that someone
Society's
would
like
need
this.
No.
I
to
know.
hear that because that's not something they've ever felt.
Even just seeing like Kip's
And that makes
dad
me
being
sad.
such a lovely,
Oh my
supportive character, I was like,
gosh.
Incredible
I
actor.
did love.
Yeah.
I loved Kip's dad. I was
Yeah.
like,
That being said, my DMs are just that. It's just like a lot of people calling me bestie, which girls too. Lots of girls, lots of everyone.
girls and gays.
So
Girls,
now-
gays, theys, they're all in
Cool.
there and they're
Cool.
they're very happy to be part of this global phenomenon.
and I'm happy for the
Yeah.
fans and I'm happy for these people, but who is the one celebrity you're hoping will reach out in the DMs?
oh my God. I could never.
Who's the one you're looking for here?
Elton John.
Now get out of here.
That's a great answer. That's
not-
a great answer. Do you have a celebrity crush though? I've never asked you this.
Celebrity crush.
And were they at the Hollywood Reporter party?
You know who my
And did they
celebrity
go,
crush is?
say the sunshine line to me?
No, but I did tell Aziz Ansari that I love his new movie because I really did, which leads me to my celebrity crush, who is Seth Rogen.
Interesting answer.
I don't want to. Well, he's married.
So?
A crush is a crush.
But
is
I
a
was gonna
crush.
say,
she's not
doable.
going after him.
No,
she has a crush
You're
on him.
totally right. My bad.
I'm like, I just think I love his brain. I love watching him on screen.
He's a delight.
He's a delight. Like Superbad is one of my favorite movies.
What a movie. You could rewatch that any day of the week.
I
It's
wanna
so
watch
Is
good.
that okay?
Tonight.
Like now I'll probably never get a job with him.
No,
but
never.
I did tape for the studio, and I've never wanted a job more in my
Yeah.
life.
That's so nice.
I wish you were
Yeah.
there to meet Shauna at Ed Norton's place, who produced
Oh, right.
Superbad and all
Right.
of those movies.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
she was like an incredible mind. She was so funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
She's very cool.
she's the person who makes Seth Rogen. This is Judd Apatow's person.
Yeah.
She's the person behind the scenes who's the eyes and ears and
Impeccable
the comedy.
taste.
Impeccable taste.
Yeah.
She was
And-
great. You got to meet her.
Yeah, she
Okay.
was very, very cool. You know, I went to Seth Rogen's wedding.
What are you talking about?
You should have said when they
Why did
said,
you
"Does
lead
anyone
with that?
object?"
Why did I say she was
You
married?
should have said,
He was
"Actually,
married.
my friend,
Actually,
has a crush."
Why didn't you come in with he's married? I was the one who.
I had this cool story in
So
the
it's
back
like
burner.
he's married. It's like, how do you know? I was at his
As
wedding.
it was, I was.
Yeah. So what are you fucking talking about?
So I didn't go to the ceremony, of course, but my
Your wedding
so
crasher?
long ago. No, my boyfriend at the time is still a DJ, but was like a part of this DJ group that Seth Rogen was like a huge fan of from back in the day, and got
love
him
it.
to DJ his wedding. So we went to the reception, and I wore a
in Vancouver.
no in like Napa, California, and I'm not.
I don't know why I
joking.
assumed it was in Vancouver.
Well, he's
Well,
from. It makes
yeah.
sense. He's from.
That would have made more sense in
I
my
was
mind too.
20. It's so humiliating. I was so nervous, and I wore a gown.
Incredible.
And I was like just sort of standing
tears.
beside the DJ booth, being like, "Don't look at."
Was it
anyone."
white as well? All
No.
white gown, veil.
It was navy blue. I borrowed it from my stepmom.
Oh my God.
It was like because I didn't know what to do.
I'm
and
an adult.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm totally supposed to be here for sure. And I was like, "Don't look at anyone." And he was. I mean, I really tried to just blend into the wall, of course, but he was so lovely, and his wife. Sorry, was so lovely.
No, she seems
and
cool too.
They were just like, it was just really great
I
vibes.
just
seems
can't believe
cool
this hasn't
too.
come up in the decade that we've known each other. You've never wanted to tell me you went to Seth Rogen's wedding?
I don't know, because I certainly wasn't invited, but like, it was
better.
It was just a funny little.
Wow.
I love
little
that
thing.
story.
It was cute.
So
and,
studio-
and
Did you-
humiliating.
Did you have a
for
glass
me.
of wine? You were.
I had one glass
underage?
of wine.
I'd say Studio Season 2, Nadine Bhabha for Studio Season 2, right?
studio season whatever.
Yeah, she'll do it when the show's already fallen off and it's trash. Season 6, 7, she'll do
It
that.
will never be trash to me.
It's such a good.
You know
show.
what? Here, the thing is because
I think
also,
it'll be trash.
It's because also, I'm pitching shows here.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with the Canadian system a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just so funny to watch Seth and Evan, my close personal
Evan
friends.
Goldberg.
Oh, first
Seth
name
I
and
was
Evan.
mistaken for at a party one time
Really?
because someone was introducing me and went, "This is Evan Goldberg," and then the guy was like, "He looks a lot different than I thought he would."
Yeah, he looks like a completely
I
different
didn't
man.
correct him.
That's
I just
really
went,
funny.
You just sort of
Yeah,
panicked.
I'm Evan Goldberg.
Yeah.
No.
you didn't repeat.
No, I didn't say
you
anything.
just didn't
I just
correct.
went,
Okay.
Huh.
Sorry.
That guy feels duped.
Well, he's like 7 feet tall. He's like a tall guy.
That's really funny. They watching them deal with their little, studio mishaps and frustrations. I felt so seen. I don't know. Love that show.
Like,
It's a
because
great
of
show.
your experience in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that, I'm not dealing with like Bryan Cranston being like high at the, whatever at Comic-Con or
But
whatever.
someday you will.
But maybe. And he's also not playing himself. He's playing a character. But yeah, I just felt like, I was like, yeah, ha 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 ha. That's me too.
It's
Yeah.
inside baseball, but it is also just like super entertaining and fun for
100%.
for everyone.
I think it's accessible. I've never heard anyone who's not in the industry talk about it, though.
Well,
So I actually don't know.
but
that
you know
is
what it also
accessible.
spoke to for me outside of industry stuff, because of the production design, it's so like 70s coded.
Sure.
I just felt I love someone who loves movies and loves TV, and that's what it felt like, and wasn't, catering to online,
Yes, I do know what you
like
mean,
we
because
were
the character
focused
itself.
on YouTube or something.
No.
No shade to YouTube, but I just
It's nice to
loved-
get out of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, the
we all need
analog,
a break
Go back
from
to
it.
film.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Sarah Pauli episode in particular, where
Oh
they're
my
doing
god,
the oneer.
Canadian icon.
Yeah, again, Canadian icon,
Yeah.
just like Seth Rogen.
Yes.
Let's be real.
Yes.
All that happening and the feeling of like, okay, well, it's on film. We have to get it at this point in time. We have to use this shitty old car.
Mm-hmm. So stressful.
Like all these things that are happening.
Yeah.
They're that connection to put in this amount of work to make something look good and not fix it in post.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the most stressful thing in the world. But when it succeeds, it's the dream.
Yes.
And it makes real art. And it makes the thing that we all go, oh.
Absolutely. And watching him get in his own way. And I also love Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah, he's great.
From the Mindy
Underrated.
Project
Mindy Project.
days. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love the Mindy Project.
too.
You should,
So
I think you introduced me to
good.
that.
Okay, I wanted to circle back to kind of like the interview question that you were asked, but I want to get a fuller list.
Mm-hmm.
What are your 2026 ins and outs?
Okay, I'm not going to give all of them. There's too many.
There's too many. Maybe 5 or 3, whatever.
I thought your
whatever
first
you
out
feel.
was in and out lists.
They are.
I thought that was your first out.
And then this will be the last
And
you
then
ever
we're done.
speak of
This
them.
is the last one. Hold on. Can I get my phone out?
Yes.
Because I want to pick the good ones and I don't want to do it off the dome.
Yeah, ins and outs.
Okay.
Didn't like that.
Repeating, we're all going to be okay in.
Oh.
I want to try it. We're all going to
gonna
be
be
okay.
okay.
We're all going to be okay. But you know how
all
to
gonna be okay.
You know what the best way to do that is to engage politically.
Ugh, totally true.
Help
Yeah.
each other out.
We're all going to be okay.
We're all going to be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more. In songs about ass,
Nice.
old
Back.
and new.
Back.
Mystical.
Yes. Any song about ass.
Watch yourself. Shake it.
What about Ice Cube? You can do it. Put your back into it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, huge.
That was a big song.
Another
Song
one.
that counts.
Song that
Miss
counts.
New Booty.
Miss
Get
New
it
Booty.
together. Bring it back to me.
Ass
Shake
Like
Your
That
Tail
by
Feather.
Eminem.
Ass like that.
Yeah.
That song's crazy.
It's the lyrics to that song.
Ass.
Yeah, it's a crazy song.
And then one more. I'll give you one more in club culture.
For sure. I'd go
Where is
clubbing
it
with you.
gone?
Hey, do
Where's it gone?
you want to go dancing tonight?
I am
She
going
can't-
dancing tonight.
Yeah. You're not invited.
No, I did invite you. By the time this airs, like this won't matter, but it's like the Heated Rivalry queer line dancing.
dancing.
Yeah.
She's literally going dancing tonight. Does
I
that
think
count
I'd be
as
great at that.
Does
Yeah,
that
so
count
come.
as club culture? Not quite.
No, not exactly.
No,
it
it's
is
not
at
club culture.
Owl's Club.
But you
Okay.
can't order
But-
a bottle of Grey Goose and have somebody come over like,
No, but the fun part about a Legion is that like there are rules at a Legion, which is so fun, but it's not that.
Is that the
no, I'm
Legion?
talking Owl's Club's a Legion.
oh.
What I'm talking about is the club.
Yeah, I'd like. What are like a few tropes of a club that you miss? Because we kind of came to. We were a little late on club culture. That was more like early mid 20s.
I was right in.
2009.
Yeah. I was lucky
but we
though.
went.
But I went. But like I feel like it 2006 and 7, like hyphy movement club culture that I used to watch online and be like, when I am old enough, I will go.
Well, part of club culture is there's no phones.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want because no one's recording it.
Totally. Berghain.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to wear a teensy little outfit no matter what the weather's like.
Yeah.
And the floor to be so sticky that when I'm walking, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. And I want songs with lyrics.
yeah.
That you kind of know that aren't just like all super cool guy obscure.
And I shout a lyric
Exactly.
at my
Yeah.
friend occasionally, and then I go back to straight up grade 8 grinding with
You
my
know,
knee,
with my
knee out.
wife.
I'm going to do another East End shout
Sorry,
out.
I gotta stop making
Vatican
noises.
Gift Shop on a Friday,
Oh, yeah.
Saturday.
For sure.
can really pop off.
And that's like a bit of a club energy.
It can be.
Okay.
Bambi's. I always liked Bambi's.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been in a long time, but back in the day, Bambi's really hit.
Yeah.
What about making out at the club?
Ooh.
In.
That feels in
Stranger
to me.
and never
Making
speaking
out with
again.
a stranger, never speaking
Never,
again.
not even knowing each other's names.
Cool.
Yeah, you know what? One more shout out. My buddies have a string of bars. Dina's Tavern,
Entrepreneur.
Bangarang, Track and Field.
Yeah.
You want fun, hypey club culture?
Go there.
These
They
three
can get there.
places.
Track and field, especially the new location
It's great.
compared to the old location,
Great.
which was like, the old location was like, get out of my way. I'm trying to play bocce ball.
Dina's Tavern's in the old Silver Dollar Room.
Is it really?
It's
Silver Dollar Room was
amazing.
It's great.
an
Yeah.
amazing location. I used to
Yeah.
go there in the after hours when it would turn into footwork or whatever at night. At like 4 a.m, everyone's drinking water. Like, oof.
Yeah, it's nasty work. Should we do my out?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, out.
So hype right now. What is going on?
I don't know.
Ordering off the internet. I'm so sorry.
Is out.
Out.
Agreed.
Get your ass out to a store. Look someone dead in the eye.
Haggle.
How much does this cost? They tell you the price. You go, thank you.
Did you say haggle?
Yeah.
You could haggle. If
that-
it-
Is that not a word?
no, you
I
can
don't
haggle.
think you're
Okay,
allowed to haggle at just a store.
Sometimes you can. I'll give you
Pick and
one more
choose.
out.
Please, God.
Casual chat GPT.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Use it with intention and very specifically only. But
If that.
Exactly.
But I'm sort of just like, sorry, people are like asking chat. They're like, do I like smoothies? It's
or like, what's my color season? Like, who? First of all, it doesn't matter. It couldn't matter less. It's so annoying.
Use the chat GPT in
your
here,
head.
bro.
We all have one, and
Yeah.
it's right in here. It's
I was-
between the eyeballs.
I was
Come
watching
Yeah.
Mormon Wives over Elena's shoulder, and there's this one character who constantly goes, "Chat,
Yeah.
what do I?" And then she's talking to ChatGPT like for half the
People
show.
are starting relationships.
It
with
also
their
might not
chat.
be Mormon Wives; it might be a different show.
That is like a whole other. That's a different even book. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean that's like that's
It's
deep, deep.
Can I ask you a
mental
question?
illness.
Yeah.
I saw this ad for a thing on the internet, and I want you guys to know if it's a good idea or a bad idea to get one. It's called The Brick, and literally you,
Oh, yeah.
you put it on your fridge, and then you tap your phone to it, and it bricks all your social media until you tap it again. So if you were to like tap it and leave the house, like you can't use social media.
I like it. I think
like-
it encourages being present.
Well, okay, this is something
That's
that
what
you
I
told me
want.
that has stuck with me about this is a little Nadine factoid. You raw dog life.
Okay.
You're not
I
listening
do.
to music.
Do you know where it's going?
You raw dog. And that's the
Life.
show.
Okay. No, but you don't listen to music. You don't listen to podcasts.
Wait, no, I do in general.
I mean, like when you're on the streetcar, like walking around for like hours at a time, like you don't like you just like are in your own brain.
Yes.
which I think is a very and I
She's
do
got
the
her
same
head up
thing
and out.
sometimes when I'm walking Clementine, and people think it's so weird.
I know. I there's something about a walk that is sacred. I don't want other people's words in my head.
Yeah.
I think part of it is being a writer. I'm like, I don't need other people constantly in my head. I need to be alone with my own thoughts
Yeah.
in order to know what to
It's like
write.
all I'm trying to avoid.
I don't mind my own thoughts. And then my biggest flex is I do that on long plane rides.
That is,
I
I mean
love
that
to
I
daydream.
can't relate with.
long plane rides is my time to drink as many beers as possible and watch romantic comedies and weep
That's
openly.
great. And neither is right or wrong, but like
Well, yours sounds pretty healthy.
I just like sitting there and I just like coming up with scenarios because I'm crazy.
Like, are you writing them down? Like, give a little notebook?
If something feels really good, maybe I'll write it down. But otherwise, I'm just truly putting my sim brain into scenarios.
You are
like
one of
that.
the only other people I know in my life who can write as fast as I can.
Yeah.
You can write a script in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I've always been like, yeah, like
Yeah.
we can, because we did this thing one time. We had glasses of wine in the middle of the day.
Oh my God, that's
we
the
started
best.
brainstorming a TV show, and by
Yeah.
the end of the day, we were sending emails to literal pitch emails.
Yeah.
And we're like, I don't know how many glasses of wine in deep.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was a great
amazing.
day, and everyone made a huge mistake not picking up that show.
Well, they might still.
They won't. They should.
They
It's ready.
should.
You should
yeah.
read it again.
As we wrap up here, would you do a Spare Hearts with us?
Oh yeah,
course.
true. You need. I'll give you the loose context of the guy if you want.
Yeah.
He's a musician in his 30s who pursued like a relatively like normal 9-to-5 career, but is now realizing in his 30s that he wishes like he had been an actor or had pursued acting in any way.
Yeah.
And he's wondering how to get into that industry.
Yeah. So his questions would be, where does a person begin? If I'm in my mid-30s, is this a terrible idea altogether? Is it too late for me? I think we said at the beginning of the pod that it wasn't. How has the landscape changed in recent years with social media and other things as far as one might approach acting? Does living in Michigan rather than a coast or a huge city mean it will be essentially impossible? I could go on with about 30 more related questions, but we'll spare you those parts.
Whoa! Sounds like you've got the right attitude.
Yeah. Okay, let's like work with that.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Let me preface with the industry has changed so much in the last 10-ish years that it would be impossible for us to even predict the next 5.
That's fair.
That being said, it's never too late. You have one life. Do whatever you want as long as it's not harming yourself or other people.
Yeah. And like, yeah, you have like one, if this is something that has been eating away at you and you're feeling like, just try.
Just try
And start with taking a class. Like I always think like studying is like a great place to start with anything, of course, because it just gives you like a nice foundation. You might meet some fellow actors who are maybe in a similar position as you. It might not be the perfect class or the perfect teacher, but it kind of doesn't matter. It's just a way to literally get it on its feet, which is a great way to start.
Yeah. And also, no, go ahead. Go ahead, Evan.
Don't even try. You will fail. You will not make it as an actor. And if that didn't feel too horrible to hear, then that's a good start. And you could maybe,
and Evan's such a good actor because we believed him for a second.
You felt like you could handle that a lot of times for the next couple years.
Here's the Elena in me coming out saying, you might not make it. You probably won't. The odds are ever not in your favor. It's really hard to make it in this industry, especially right now. Mm-hmm. And so if you're okay with not making it,
but you're okay pursuing.
Fame can never be the goal.
But not even fame. Like you might not even make close to a living.
$9,000 a year may be the goal because that's the average of the ACTRA, which is the union we are part of.
Which would be SAG for him.
Yeah.
Because he's in Michigan. The other thing is the Michigan portion of it.
The Michigan of it all.
The Michigan of it all. So much.
It is a factor.
It's a factor. Yeah. So much is online. Like you're going to be doing self-tapes and whatever. And so I just don't know how much is shooting in Michigan.
You just have to get an agent who's willing to work with you from Michigan. Mm-hmm. And you have to be able to work as a local in like Chicago, New York, and fly yourself out there likely. So it is a bit of an investment financially.
But I say start with a class and go from there. Yeah. You never know.
But also like there's also that opportunity like Veronica Slowakowska, is that her last name? Mm-hmm. Like she like went straight from TikTok to SNL.
Hold on, hang on. Veronica was an actor first.
Okay, I didn't know that.
She was an actor first and then blew up online and then, fulfilled her destiny by being on SNL. Yeah. Long time Veronica stan.
So there is internet capabilities.
But there are people who have started on the internet.
Benny Drama.
Overcompensating.
And is a genius. I think that this idea that to be like a TikToker or an internet person, it somehow like negates your ability. I don't think the world believes that anymore.
Not anymore, thank God.
And nor should they. It's a great place to start. It's a great place to meet people and like network in a way, especially if you're living in a place that isn't like a traditional Hollywood style town.
I think Hollywood spent money on trying to actually like squash the TikTok stardom early. Like I think there was actual like propaganda out there somehow about being like, well, you can't be a famous person if you just have the internet. The internet's not enough. You need a studio. Like I think there was some kind of insidious inside conversation happening here just because I believed it. I was part of the like, God, you can't have a social media person become an actor. It's disgusting. They can't act. Like, it was like I was like, I looked down on them.
There was judgment.
I was judgmental as fuck.
Right.
And now I'm like, oh,
they're all interconnected
totally.
now.
It's just expression.
It's just expression. It's just
and
people
using
making
whatever
things.
tools you have at
Exactly.
your disposal.
Yeah. I would
feel
also say
about
the
that.
big thing too is like, I don't know how much art and culture you have access to, but go see some plays, watch a ton of TV, watch a ton of movies. Because I think a lot of people, not you necessarily, but a lot of people go, I want to be an actor, and really don't consume a lot of stuff.
No.
Like they're rewatching The Office. No shade to The Office, love The Office, but it's not, you got to be up on the stuff.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, you have to, like, I agree.
To become
I have
a real.
people in my life who are like kind of forever saying how much they want to be an actor, but don't ever do anything. They don't watch interesting things. They don't consume interesting art that's going to like open their mind differently. They're just not, it's not authentic,
I feel
and
like
you can
guys are
smell
describing
it.
me.
Right? No,
I feel like
Evan-
you're talking about me, right? I'm like sitting right fucking here.
honey, no.
As if.
That's not you at
All
all.
I watch is The Office and New Girl.
Every movie that comes out you've seen, so like let's not even.
And it's not about being pretentious. You can have your like cozy things. Of course, I'm not saying everything has to be consumed from like an academic perspective at all, but
Know
I think
what's
it's
out there. Know what industry you're trying to step into.
exactly have the knowledge. It's like getting into anything. That's why I say a class. So it's like study. It's a craft. You have to study it. Take it seriously. And then also I think it's a good reminder of like if this sparks joy, which is kind of a dumb expression, but if it does,
It's not a dumb expression. Marie Kondo forever.
It's worth like pursuing little by little and exploring and stay curious
Also,
about it.
be comfortable with the idea that maybe even if you do become a successful actor by all rights, you will never do work that you like. Like,
Evan!
No, I'm just saying. I'm just putting you back in that world of like, Elena is a very rare character. That's a fantastic
That's
thing.
true.
Oh, what an opportunity. The Letterkenny of it all. Wow, what a great thing to have done.
Yeah, insane. So deeply lucky.
Yeah.
So deeply lucky. We are a very fortunate trio sitting right here giving advice on
We're
what it is to be an
kind
actor.
of like not the norm, I guess.
We're not like other girls, but
But okay, to that note too, it can also afford you so many new, fun, interesting relationships.
Yes.
And to me, that's the Emmy.
that's the Emmy, baby. Because you don't qualify because you're a stinky little Canadian
No,
show.
it's not even that.
But
it's
that's
just sort
the
of
Emmy,
like
baby.
You will make the things that I've gotten most out of the industry in general are just like friendships that I ride so hard for.
She really does.
And then the ability to just like kind of all the creative stuff that's bubbling in my head when I'm sitting on a plane for 5 hours gets to come out.
Yeah. And being a creative person, I feel like so many more people are creative than not. And so like if you have that in you, whatever it looks like, the outcome we have no control over most of the time, just pursue it. And Nadine, on that, thank you.
Thank you guys
so
for having
much
me.
for being here. We
Number
are
one fan.
We are just so deeply proud of you. We
Thank
love you so
you.
much. And I can't wait to see everything else that happens for you over this next year. It's going to be a really crazy time. So watch out for Nadine.
Seth Rogen, call me.
First of all, call Nadine, but also don't forget to order Sweat by Nadine Bhabha. If we could get this on the charts, can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Can we chart it?
As
That'd be
if.
Poetry, number one poetry book?
Yeah.
As if.
Amazon? Look at that.
Go get her. Love you. Thank you for
Love
being
you.
here.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Spare parts.